Hello everyone, my name is Sara Rahmi. I'm a PhD student at the University of Szeged, Department of Law and Political Sciences. Today my topic is going to be about the politicization of immigration in party competition in France. I'm going to start my presentation by giving a brief introduction of the background of my topic, presenting immigration around the world and more specifically in Europe, and then defining issue entrepreneurship and which parties are more likely to use issue entrepreneurship and politicize immigration, the used methodology, the research results in this case, and also I'm going to give some conclusions at the end. So as you all might know that the issue of immigration is increasing, and the number of migrants also is increasing today, especially after the eruption of the 2015 migration and refugee crisis, where Europe hosted around millions of refugees and among its member states. Currently, Europe hosts around 87 million international migrants, comprising around 61% of the global international migrant stock. As you can see from the graph, Europe is taking the lead in this case in the number of migrants, and then in the second position we have Asia, and then North America, and at the end we have Africa. From 2000 to 2020, Europe experienced the second largest growth during this period, with an increase of 30 million international migrants, which meant that in this case, immigration is taking a very important position in political discourse, in even media, where everyone is talking about how can Europe or member states face this issue and how they can manage to integrate immigrants. In this case, my topic is going to shed the light on the issue entrepreneurship, which is basically a strategy by which parties mobilize issues that have been largely ignored in party competition, taking a stand and also highlighting these issues in order to adopt a policy position that is different from the mainstream party's position. However, this can destabilize parties internally and even jeopardize future coalition negotiation. In order to know how issue entrepreneurship takes place, first of all, we have two important pillars in this case. Issue salience, which means what is the importance that the party attached to the issue, how much a party is shedding the light or emphasizing on this issue in its political discourse, in its media interviews, in its even political ideology. In this case, as we all know, far-right parties, especially in France, are always mentioning and taking into consideration the topic of immigration in their discourse and in their speeches even to the public. And second, we have the issue position, which means the relative to the mean party position, which basically means how the stand of this, or what is the stand of this party on this position. Is it ignoring this position? Is it engaging positively or negatively in this topic of immigration? Now, the question that arises here, why using issue entrepreneurship? Well, actually, this can be for different reasons. Issue entrepreneurship can help find an issue that can dominate the political agenda. And in order to do this, they need an issue that is actually a hot topic today, that can bring public attention, and can also these parties associate themselves with this winning issue in order to redirect the political competition and see the existing political equilibrium, and also to gain electoral gains and win more votes, which it is the case for far-right parties and their position regarding migrants. They want always to, let's say, win the publics through having this position. Now, what is the methodology that I'm going to use today? First of all, I'm going to focus on qualitative research methods, which means using qualitative observation, primary resources, for example, reports, political speeches, videos, audios, and also secondary sources like analysis, interpretation of the data, reviews, journal articles, books that are focusing on this area of study. I'm going to, of course, use a case study analysis. In this case, I'm going to focus on the French political system. And, of course, a comparative method to study the behavior of voters in past elections. Now, what are the research results that I try to elaborate in this case? First of all, of course, my research is going to be based on different points, definitions, methodology, and data mining, and also it's going to focus on presenting how issue entrepreneurship is actually affecting the multi-party competition for at the end to get to the conclusion of certain results. One of these results is going to be presenting that the parties that have not previously been in government are more likely to adopt the issue entrepreneurial strategy than parties that are currently in office or have been previously held office. My second result that I aim to reach is going to be proving that the greater the electoral loss of a party experienced compared with the previous election, the greater the degree of the issue entrepreneurship. So those are my results, and at the end I would like to conclude by stating that this study has important implications for our understanding of the way issues evolve. So basically I'm trying to give a definition and trying to highlight how issues evolve and how issues are actually affecting multi-party competitions and how it is affecting the party system in general. The application of the use of the issue entrepreneurship model to the immigration issue has shown that parties in losing position on the dominant dimension of political competition actually play a crucial role in initiating dimensional change. Therefore, I'm trying to and I'm seeking that more research would take place due to the political prominence and importance of this particular subject. This is some of my references that I have used, and thank you so much for your attention.